Breaking news, New York. Good afternoon. I'm Sandra Bew, and it's January 17th, 1948. The body of a multi-million-dollar businessman, Bjorn Faulkner, was found late last night at the foot of the Faulkner Building here in New York City. On the night of January 16th, Mr. Faulkner fell to his death from the top of his own penthouse. He was seen entering the building late last night with his former secretary, Karen Andre, and two other gentlemen in business attire. Here to give us more insight is Carol Whittaker, our on-scene correspondent at the scene of the incident.
Thank you, Sandra. I'm here with Inspector Elmer Sweeney of the NYPD. He was on the scene late last night. Tell us, Inspector Sweeney, what was the scene like when you arrived?
There isn't a lot that I'm at liberty to disclose to the public right now, as this is still an ongoing investigation.
Is there anything you can tell us?
Well, when we were called to the scene late last night by the crowd surrounding the body, Miss Andre was already at the scene. She's being questioned by our detectives now. What I can say, however, is that Mr. Faulkner's death has greatly affected this city, and we will not rest until we find out exactly what occurred last night.
Thank you, Inspector.
Sure thing.
Also with me today is Mr. Larry Redfried, who was on the scene late last night at the time of Mr. Faulkner's fall. Tell me, Mr. Redfried, how are you feeling today?
I'm a bit rattled, as I think we all are.
Can you tell me how you came across Mr. Faulkner's body?
Sure thing. Well, as I was on my way to get my usual coffee, I was holding my newspaper like always, reading it, and as I rounded the corner, I looked up, and I see a bunch of people crowding around something. As I got closer, I saw what they were talking at, and I ran to the telephone booth across the street. Well, and then a short while later, this lady, she comes running out, her dress all torn and ripped, and she was screaming all over the place. Someone mentioned that her name was, Miss Karen Andre, I think. Yeah, and, well, she sure did me a bigger fright than Mr. Faulkner did, that's for sure.
Thank you for your time, Mr. Redfried. As you can see, things are still pretty chaotic here in the city in light of last night's events. However, hopefully more light will be shown on Mr. Faulkner's death as the police continue their investigation. Until then, it's back to you, Sandra.
Stay safe, Carol. So there you have it. Another tragedy just as the holiday season is ending and people are getting ready to get back into the hustle and bustle of everyday life. Stay tuned for the most recent updates on Mr. Faulkner's case, especially for the soon-to-be-revealed impact of these events. And if you want to know more about Mr. Faulkner's death, stay tuned. For now, stay safe and warm, New York.